So I'm working at Seattle Tilth, and I'm running their environmental programs there, which is really interesting to be a part of. Having worked as a food and farm program director there, managing their food nutrition program and their different farm programs for the previous 2 years was interesting to really get your hands in the soil and really get up close to urban agriculture. The environmental programs is kind of a different slant, where looking at the entire food system, you have to think about the environment as really the basis for growing good food. You can grow good food, you can have good food, you can cook good food, you can distribute it, but if you're not stewarding the land and taking care of the resources, there really is nothing to base that on. It really is the foundation of the food system. And I feel like with my background in ecology and horticulture, it's been interesting to see that there's been a big division in those two areas, and so it's really exciting to work on these different programs. So an example is we work on a lot of composting and soil building programs. I manage the garden hotline. We also do a lot of resource conservation through our Water Smart programs, and then also a lot of recycling, which has been really great. I mean, they're all really important messages that have been around for a long time but are continuing to evolve. So the best way to connect with Seattle Tilth and get more information about what we're up to is there's a lot of different ways to kind of engage with us. Of course, there's, coming to our website, visiting us at one of our sites, so either our learning gardens, which are all over the Seattle area and also on the east side, or also visiting some of our farms. We have 3 locations. We have one at the Center for Urban Horticulture, we have one at the Rainier Beach Urban Farm and Wetlands, and then we also have one in Auburn, which is where we host Seattle Tilth Farm Works, our farm incubator program. Our website is seattletilth.org, and if you want to call us the old-fashioned way, that's really good too. So 206-633-0451, and you can get to all of us that way. So the one thing that I'm really excited about, of many things I'm excited about, is really that intersection between the environment and the food system. I feel like it's been a division for so long, and that helping people really bridge that gap is a super exciting kind of point that we're at, not only in the work that I do at Seattle Tilth with some wetlands restoration and more environmental education and stewardship programs there, but also I feel like just we're really poised in general as a culture, as a society, as where we are. There's so much restoration work happening. Young people are getting really engaged in the sciences, but also in a really hands-on way. And I think that, we've talked a lot about in, science, technology, engineering, and math, training young people for careers that don't exist yet. And I feel like in hands-on ecology and food system work, we're doing that as well. And I just think that that is so awesome. So what's fascinating about, different ways to come into the food system, from growing food to sharing food to cooking it to eating it and to recycling those nutrients back into the earth and stewarding the environment, there's ways that we're capturing people that we haven't before with the urban ag movement. I think that that is really kind of the future of where we're going, and what makes it really exciting because it's accessible to so many more people that it never would have resonated with before. What's been really great for me is I have a little girl, she's 18 months old, and this really great ritual we have together is we've got some kale that's grown up that was overwintering, and we've actually gone through the process of we planted it together in the fall, we're starting to harvest it together, we wash it, we devein it, and then we make it into kale chips, and it becomes our special snack. And what's really great about that is that not only do we go through the whole process, but then we enjoy the snack together, and we always sit down in the front yard and we look at the birds and we just enjoy being outside with it. And I feel like growing stuff in your yard, you don't have to be a gardener, but for me, that's something I really enjoy, and it allows me to pass that on to one of the most important people in my life.